biscuits and tea.
Think long. Think hard. And think fast. Welcome in.
34 period 99. Let's get it going. Get the class in.
Let's go.
Oh, let's go. All right. First order of business that we got going on today. Where the is your merch, Brandon? Where is your merch? We got all this merch here for a reason. The only person who's received their merch, B team, is B, the one with the B in it. Where's your merch, sir?
It's in my closet. Let me go throw it on real quick.
I don't know if I've actually even seen it really properly.
I thought we asked you to throw it on last episode.
Yeah, it was in the dryer.
It
was in the dryer, remember? It was in the dryer.
It's in the dryer. All right, hey, look at where the Christmas tree was. Now we have a new plant. You guys didn't notice?
Plant there than you had for the Christmas tree.
Yeah, shout out to IKEA. Shout out to IKEA, baby.
Yeah, there's that plant it's big and it looks like it's growing too. Like it's the Christmas tree. Was that plastic, B?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he found though. Frosted.
It is. Hey, we got plenty of trees here, but do you understand the market for Christmas trees? Those motherfuckers are so expensive. Have you guys tried to buy one before?
No. How much is a Christmas tree?
Dude, like a fake one, like they'll sell those motherfuckers for $400. Like,
$400?
There was one at Target for like $700. I swear to God, dude.
Go buy a real one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm gonna haul it home my fucking Toyota Corolla. What the fuck am I supposed to do with a Christmas tree?
How do people do it?
Really, every family has a Christmas tree.
Yeah. This has to have been sorted out somehow. Somebody's thought about this.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm just not really trying to drive out and put a tree on the top. Like, it's just not worth it. I don't care enough about Christmas.
We 34 period 99. Paulo, start the countdown timer for how long it's taking him to find his. Oh, there he's back. He's back with the merch.
It was folded nicely in my drawer. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take this off in front of the camera.
All right.
Everyone can see my body.
January
2nd. Look at my body on January 2nd.
Small muscle. I wonder what else is small.
Oh, jeez. We're gonna get into that because we're gonna come back to that. B&T would like to issue an apology to everyone who is trying to get their life in order and kind of, wow, that looks good.
Yeah, it's nice,
That actually looks really good.
It's very soft. Go ahead and buy it if you want us to keep doing this show. Otherwise, we'll go bankrupt and there'll be no more.
Oh,
wow.
That's going in. That is going in the podcast for sure. Don't you dare try and edit that out. He's got the setup, everyone.
Wait,
is he okay?
Did he die? Yeah, did he die? Another earthquake in Lithuania, or no? That was Croatia.
Yeah. By the way, we've had earthquakes every day since the very first earthquake. I'm worried that they've shifted to Lithuania because you do not seem okay, sir. What a start! This is one of the strangest starts to a B&T I think we've ever had.
I feel discombobulated.
First, discombobulate. Dazed, discombobulate. Distract target. Discombobulate. Block his blind jab. Discombobulate. He'll attempt wild haymaker. Discombobulate.
Yeah. Yeah, discombobulated? Yeah, that's correct use.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if you could spell it, but should we get back onto the notes? You want to get back onto the notes? He's trying to spell it.
Get back to the notes. Yeah.
All right, let's get back on the notes. All right,
we haven't talked to Tyler back at all yet. He has not said a single word. I need him to say something before we start the notes.
I was commenting that your plant tree was bigger than your Christmas tree, which is embarrassing to say the least.
All right, well, I'm sure he's going to have something to say.
Where's your fucking Christmas tree?
Oh, that's a good point.
Your parents put that arcade thing down there 40 years ago and it hasn't moved. Yet I'm getting made fun of because I constantly am shifting things around and creating fresh new environments for
Okay. First of all, this pinball machine's classic. So that's actually one of the highly sought out pinball machines. There's a huge pinball market.
Is there?
Unaware, yeah. People love them.
I do like pinball. That was always a classic at the arcades. Can't go wrong with the pinball.
Have you ever played a PlayStation or Xbox? Pinball machines suck. So it's just had its time, guys. Let's all pretend that it's all fun. Yeah, let it bleed out. It's done. It's done.
Yeah, pinballs. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I honestly don't know if pinballs would be better. PlayStations are great. Has anyone played the PlayStation 5?
I wish.
No, I've not even seen it like that.
FaZe is going to be sending me one soon. FaZe.
FaZe? Oh, FaZe. Yeah, FaZe. What are they? How do I know FaZe from gaming? Like, are they a big crew or are that a company?
Yeah, they're like the biggest, aren't they?
Okay.
One of the biggest, in all games, Fortnite, CSGO, Warzone, I guess.
I don't know.
I just want to throw this out there, Paulus. Remember last week when we said that your microphone sounded like a tree trying that was getting murdered? Yeah. It's back at that.
Okay, let's go.
You're coming through your computer. Okay. The first order of business on the notes was that you guys wanted to describe something that happened to somebody named Haskin'S. I don't know what that is, though. I don't.
Well, imagine you're a quarterback. You got drafted, second overall pick. You have a season, and you're not very good in your first season. You don't have a very good first season.
Okay.
You come into the second season, and
very successful college career, by the way.
College career. One of the best college quarterbacks, like Heisman. I think he won the Heisman.
So successful that your signing party, you charge people to come to it. So like when you were signing at St. Louis, as people come in the door, you're collecting $10. $10. Here's an autograph. So that's where you're at in your life. Go ahead, Tyler.
So you come into your second season, horrendous start. Absolutely horrendous. Like first 5, the team's losing games because of you. You get benched for Mr. Alex Smith. So Alex Smith does great. Yeah, Alex was good. So Alex Smith does great. Alex Smith gets injured. Backup quarterback comes in. He looks like he's doing pretty well. He gets.
Whoa! Wait a second. Okay, so the third string. They were on the third string.
He got bumped behind the third string. He got bumped. I mean, behind the second. Well, yeah, the third string.
No, he was the third. Yeah.
So it was he was starting, and then he got put to the third string
within the same season.
In the same season. 6 games. So you get put into 6 games. The starter goes down. Now you're the backup. Almost immediately,
all right,
the second string gets injured. So now you're the starter again. And you suck again. Like just actually. Yeah, so he became the starter again, and now you have a game pretty much like last game you're gonna play. This is gonna decide if you're gonna be able to sign with another team, if you're gonna be able to pretty much make some money.
Try to make the playoffs too.
Make the playoffs. Right. Yeah, the team's in a playoff run. You play against the Seahawks. Mm-hmm. Really bad game. Okay, fourth quarter, but your team loses. What do you do that night? What do you do after?
That wasn't the final. That wasn't the final game, though. There's still parts of the season left.
2 more games after, but
the playoff run is still a possibility. And we have a game a week away.
We also have a pandemic floating around. So,
what? I don't think we say what. I don't want to ask him what would he do because we know Will. He would go home. He would roll the tape. He'd watch the whole thing. He'd be drinking coconut water and like doing some sort of like, weight exercise for explosiveness because he noticed that in the fourth quarter he missed a fucking. Will's gonna be like a robot. What would you not do? What's the number one thing you would not do on that night? That's the question.
That's really. I'm trying to think outside the box here because you guys are making it seem like he did something truly unorthodox, but it could. At the same time, I'm thinking that he also did the most obvious idiotic thing, which is either during this pandemic he held some sort of rager party and people got hurt or something like this. But if he's in danger, I don't know if this guy. It sounds like he no longer has a job. Or it's in very big jeopardy. But let me ask one question. Give me one question. 2 questions. Did he hurt anyone else?
I was gonna say not directly.
Not physically.
Yeah, not physically.
Yeah. Okay. So he hasn't hurt anybody physically. I'm stumped. Because the worst thing, I mean, I could run through all the cliches of guys. What happens to NFL guys? Like, okay, they've got he hit a girl. That was an NFL thing for a while.
Well, Ray Rice,
he
Rice
did something
never
racist.
Came back from that. Think about all the players that have come back from the hitting women and stuff. Ray Rice, done.
Yeah,
it's because it was on video.
That's true. Which is
wasn't the other one on video? Wasn't one of the
Chiefs?
Chiefs?
He got cut, but now he's with
on video.
Was balling out. Our freaking Hall of Fame running back.
Rice was vicious though. Mm-hmm. That was like a full swing.
Yeah, that was.
I don't know if I remember that.
And then he was like dragging her unconscious body out of the elevator to the room. That one was weird.
Yeah, that was bad.
Ew, God. Okay. So this guy, what he did is that he had a COVID party where people were passing around. He had a wine tasting. Do you have a wine tasting during COVID? Like, I don't know. Like, what else could he do?
Right, but what?
He's a pretentious quarterback.
Still doing drinking the blood of Christ.
Good question.
Because like fucking taking the napkin and wiping.
I don't know.
Dude, what's the fucking point, dude? Remember when I was 5 years old, I saw the priest taking the thing and wiping the. That's not doing anything, Father.
I know.
Father, if ever one person has the flu in here, we all have the flu. The napkin's not going to disinfect it.
God's napkin. No. Catholic Church, God's napkin,
Jesus
Brandon.
Christ.
God takes care of
cleanser.
That. I'm curious, though. I need to know if he didn't hurt anybody else, and the worst thing you could do, specifically also during a pandemic, would be have a bunch of people over or infect or go to a hospital or like go hang out with kids after he like was coughing. Like, did he spread COVID or did he know he
went
had
to a retirement
COVID?
home? What did Tyler? You can tell
just like coughed.
Essentially, it was his girlfriend's birthday, and they went out to a strip club with a bunch of other girls to go party. And were taking Snapchats of it and stuff. Like hours after they just lost, they were taking Snapchats at a strip club.
Why?
I have a theory.
This is open. What? Yeah. What? Sorry,
I have a theory
what?
about why he did it. I think he did it on purpose.
Oh, it's got to be on purpose. He didn't lose any money,
did he, Tyler? His contract was still he still got paid his bonus. He still got paid all of his stuff for the remaining of his contract because it's a rookie contract, so it's not a lot, but he's still getting paid out. It's a shit show of a situation for him.
How much?
Why wouldn't you want to try to get cut?
He definitely lost money off of that. Not right now. Like, he's still going to get paid out on his contract from us. But then, he actually played last weekend because Alex Smith was still hurt. No. So he played last weekend. Horrendous. Like, one of the worst games I've ever seen. They benched him for a quarterback out of ODU, Old Dominion, which is like a super small school in Virginia. Like, no, I don't even know if there's a guy in the NFL out of ODU other than this guy. And this guy came in and was 100 times better than him with, like, no NFL starts or anything.
What? You can't have. First off, and then they released him. So now he's officially without a job.
But he's still getting paid. But no one. He hurt his value so much just with.
Do people like this guy because he's starting to sound like a dick?
I don't know. I'm not really too concerned about him going to the strip club. I didn't even know it was his girlfriend's birthday. I mean, that does kind of change it for me a little bit. I mean, he's like, it does.
Does it?
It's stupid that he went, but it's like, I can see how his girlfriend, maybe she's not the smartest or a little manipulative or something, and maybe told him to, and he just went along with it to make her happy. Kind of like, I don't know. What if he wouldn't have went to her birthday party and now he has an issue with his girlfriend for the next 2 weeks that he has to deal with? Like, as a head coach, maybe like, hey, I want him to play next week and I want his head to be right. We got a playoff run going here. Let him go with his girlfriend, do his thing, and then if he comes back to the field and performs, let's make it happen.
Yeah, I think you're right. In normal situations, this is what you would do. But from the way you guys have painted this dude, it's been a train wreck downhill into fire from the time he got started. It doesn't sound like he deserves any leeway at all. Like, this is the guy you lock up in a room and just put the key away for a week.
He had some really funny moments. We were one of the few games we were winning or at the end of the game, and he was out like celebrating with the fans, taking selfies, and the game was still going on where they had to send him back up to go kneel the ball for like the last play because he was like too busy in the stands.
How do you take advantage of that? Yeah, like how do we hire someone to take care of Tyler so we can do podcasts on a weekly basis and make sure our time is set and all good to go?
I got something for you. You ask, how do we do this? You guys remember when YouTube in the straight middle of the BLM movement announced that they would be awarding $100 million towards the Black Lives Matter movement and supporting African American what do you call it? Content makers on the platform, right? You guys remember that? Last I checked, my father was from Nigeria. My mom was from Chicago, the south side of Chicago, and I was born in Kansas City. I am very much an African American male. I have asked other African American males and females how to obtain possibly some grants in order to help further. No one knows. No one knows. Now, you also remember that we won an award directly from YouTube. Yeah. Yes, the United States of YouTube, we won. I then asked the United States of YouTube, hey, you guys are giving away $100 million to support young black, content makers. And what I got back was, yeah, it's kind of just done on a give and take basis. Like you can present like and I'm looking for a true answer to how this isn't a public, service, just bullshit. It's just bullshit. And there's no proper channel for it. They get to announce that they're giving $100 million away in the height of the, of the entire, all the riots, everything that's going on. And then when somebody goes, hey, that's great, but we're like producing things and we work with like soccer foundations and we're trying to, it'd be great. That would be one way for us to just go straight in and boom, we can do that. We can create all the content for it and
by 10 times.
No one knows. And this will top off everything for you. I'm pretty sure the very first person that got some of that money, and I don't want to, this is worth a Google because I don't want to say it, but I'm just going to say it. We can Google it after. I'm pretty sure it was like Common or Pharrell, or it was like some artist or rapper. We're like, the first part of the like 5 million goes to, it was like, I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. So yeah, that is also probably a problem. Like nobody knows they can get this relief. And there's people figuring out ways to either scam the system that understand parts of it. It's just like, it should be a very simple thing. Let's identify all of these people who need help or who qualify, and then let's help provide them with ways to use that money. Not happening. Don't know what to, I don't know.
Corporations don't care about the small fry.
Yeah. Well, did you know that in the first stimulus bill, that was $1 trillion that they snuck in $8 billion into the Pentagon weapons system? Tyler, that's keeping you protected right now.
I saw actually, they had like a transformer type thing walking around DC earlier.
What do you mean? What's a transformer?
I just driving by the Pentagon, and I just like was peeking through the windows going down 395, and I just saw it looked like a big robot thing. I don't know. They're working on something.
You just
big
look out the window, there's a fucking transformer up back to bed. I don't know if you guys were worried about the transportation industry, but they got $45 billion. So airline workers can make sure they're working to continue to spread the virus worldwide. Make sure we keep the airports open and running as efficiently and as quickly as possible during the pandemic. Keep all those people there, roll them through. We'll get through this, right?
There's a weird thing with the airports where if an airlines doesn't fly out when they're supposed to, or like they bid for slots to fly out of the airports, and if you don't, then another airline can come and take it, and if they keep flying out of that, they're just going to have it forever until they don't want it. So they're all kind of forced to like keep sending these flights out that don't have a ton of people, or else they're going to lose their spots, and then once the pandemic ends, they're not going to have any slots.
Really what's stopping us? Like, it's a pandemic. Like, can we not put a pause on that policy of the fucking thing being taken? No, we can't continue to just keep paying for the space. It's no one's flying, dude. Like, can we just have some special exceptions, you know? But I don't know. There's just none of the stuff.
Speaking of, yes, the plane and all that shit going on, delivery drones. Did we talk about this? I think we talked about this a little bit. That's going to happen. Drones are officially, you're going to order stuff all online, and a drone is going to drop it off to you at a designated thing.
When's that going to happen?
What's that?
This year?
The FAA, no, it's not going to happen this year, but it's going to happen. Yeah. And like, there's going to be designated drone spots where you can pick up your groceries and your other weird stuff where drone. That's going to make things even quicker. I mean, Amazon, they already have same day shipping on certain things, right? You can order something in the morning and get it that same day.
There's like individual like handlers that will like pay a little bit more, and like they'll like bring that shit to you in like an hour from one of the fulfillment centers.
We're gonna have to have one of those at the headquarters too. Just a straight gopher, just has all of the things available to him, like a supersonic jet. Like, you want some food, Tyler wants something, Chavapi. We're doing a set in Australia. We just send this guy on a plane. He's back in 2 hours with sausages and things from all over the country, going and grab beer from, favorite brewery. Yeah, I don't know. Do we need an hour shipping? That's your real... No, you don't.
That's amazing.
Yeah, you don't.
So, I mean, it's good for situations like now, I guess. You keep people home, but like, I don't think there's a lot of items they can do for an hour. But I was actually watching the Amazon documentary. I watched a bit of it, and I think it's hilarious how everyone tries to demonize them. All these bookstores are like Amazon's fucking Darth Vader, and they're just ruthless. They don't care about the small business owner. It's like, dude, he figured out a better way to share all the content that you're sharing in a cheaper way for customers, allowing them to save money and read more and get more information and benefit all of us. I understand that it put a lot of people out of business, but it's like, how can you be mad? It's capitalism. It's fine. Like,
that is so good. It's so good that he did do that. I prefer not having to go to your shitty, dusty bookstore that you don't care enough about to clean. And you think, no, it's a bookstore, so it's like a library, bro. And you're like, no, I know you got syphilis and you caught all sorts of other weird stuff in my bookstore just by walking in. But no, I'm just kidding. I actually I like going to the bookstores, but Amazon's better, dude. It's just better.
Get this,
it's better.
Thought process of like, okay, so you have a book owner in Lawrence, Kansas at the Raven, I think that's what it's called. He like sends out like a thing. He sent out a long thing. I can't remember where it is. I'll have to find it real quick. But it was all just trashing Amazon, talking about how it was the worst thing that ever happened to the city and to him and all this stuff. It's like, dude, like, you were charging $25 for that book. Amazon's charging $15 for that book. I buy there. I have $10 to go buy a meal now instead of also have to pay sales tax on top of that $25 at your store. I don't have to pay sales tax on that book with Amazon. It's an e-commerce site. And it's just like, that's helping me. It's not helping you, but it's helping me, and that's the whole idea of how this all works. It helps everyone, yeah. And then I start a new business because I have more money to start a new business, and then it's just like that's how it keeps going. But don't change things. Keep it sorry.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I get demonized just because they get that big. That's it. That's all the The only thing is, I also saw just on this hard turn left, B&T hard turn left. Apparently, vaccine passports are going to be a thing.
When?
Like, you're going to have like a thing on your passport.
No, like when though?
Yeah.
When is that getting enforced?
I think this year. I don't know how to. I don't know. He can pull up some information on it, but yeah, it becomes a thing.
Good thing we have a physical card still in 2021 that we can show that we have our little vaccine.
Yeah. I mean, it's already in your phone. Like once they do the vaccine, they tag your phone that you bring in and just so they can watch it.
Pay for all that fucking paper. Dude, the amount of money that boomers waste on paper is ridiculous. I guarantee you they spent millions of dollars for those fucking little cards you were just holding up. Just like Will said, it's already on your phone. You can show everyone and screenshot it for your Instagram. Why do we need to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on pieces of paper to show that?
To be fair, a lot of the people getting the vaccine are older people. That's how they file shit. It's just paper.
What is this world going to look like? Okay, that's one of the other things. 2021. So just want you, B&T, we're going to extend our B&T team apology out to the B team for our November appearance. Brandon, who's displaying our lovely merch, Model A, on the docket 1A. Brandon did not pass the presidential test. Tyler does not speak Croatian. Yeah, Will has not put out a video on. We apologize, B team. This is our formal apology for our November and December test. This is 2021 now. As you guys know, Tyler may not know this, but on day 3 of the 21-day challenge, the Muscle Maker 3000 was delayed because of COVID. B and I actually worked maybe 6 or 7 weeks. Then we couldn't because of the COVID delays. And so it's actually looking really good. I think B, you would agree with that.
Processes were held back a little bit, but we've worked with the distributors and we're getting it back on track.
Yeah, so in 2021, the Muscle Maker 3000 will be out as scheduled. I just like to take this time to go ahead and maybe hit us up with those proper goals. Like, what can we get? Like, it's a year. Like, let's go ahead and get the B&T yearly goal, personal goals. Maybe just one B&T personal goal from any of you. You got one? Yeah, let's go ahead and hit up the channel first. Let's hit up our B&T, just what we would like to be at, where we'd like to do, or a guest that we would like to, like, who's our dream guest?
Obviously, Patrick Mahomes is my dream guest. Number one, all the time.
Oh, that's Patrick a good Mahomes. One.
That's gonna be my answer for.
Does he go on podcasts? Does he go on shows? No,
he hasn't like gone on like Pat McAfee or anything like that yet. Or I haven't. He does stuff like with LeBron James. Like he does stuff like that. But
it's all contracted stuff. Like it sounds like like. All right, Nike and this other company got to do something. Who do we get? LeBron and Ronaldo and Mahomes.
It's starting to become like more commonplace where like big athletes will go and do like more casual interactions like this. Like Aaron Rodgers, like he has taken such a great like brand awareness hit this year by going on Pat McAfee every Tuesday, and he goes on there and he talks for 30 minutes and like he can like really like dive into himself and his brand and everything he cares about, and it's like wow, you can really see. He's a quarterback you want to follow and watch on and off the field. I think more athletes will see that and be like, okay, this is a good thing for me.
Okay, then we'll have to restrict it to sports. All right, if you can't get Mahomes, well, let's get an NFL player in here. That's fair enough as a mini goal. Let's get a current NFL player on business. That's B's. All right, fair enough. You want to keep it in sports? I mean, it's weird. Tyler, who is Tyler's favorite goalie? Yeah. Do you have a favorite goalie?
Not really.
Peter Schmeichel.
I would say, I'd probably just have to throw out Buffon just for.
Buffon is, just for. Oh yeah, no big deal. Just throw Buffon on the list.
I mean, any guy that plays for that long at like that level is just.
Oh my god.
But no,
he's unreal. He's unreal.
I didn't grow up watching, so like I don't have any like emotional ties or anything to any players or clubs.
Technical, not emotional. Who's good now that you would that if we got him to come on Biscuits and Tea, he would also do a video on GK Goalie? Schmeichel? Like Schmeichel, but like okay, give me somebody that you would want to see. Like who would that be?
I really any of them. Literally at that level, I'd be happy with like any. anyone. Like if you're really talking about EPL level or stuff like that, it doesn't really matter who it is.
It's kind of hard to pick that because you're picking from a bunch of soulless, lifeless people. Like, it's a tough question to ask. Like, what person that has no soul do you want to hang out with the most? And it's like,
no, I mean, it's more that they're all just so much better than anyone else on the field that it doesn't really matter like who you take, and they're just going to be better than any other field player that you pick up to try to podcast.
Anyway, all right.
Think hard, think long,
think fast, think clear, and think 34.99. That's our what a fucking episode. Oh my God. All right, people.
Bye-bye.